Thank you so much for stopping in. This is the transmission I have for you today. Emotions in all areas of your life, personal, professional, public, humanity. Emotions have the potential to surface, causing a slight inability to avoid conflict or avoid healing resolutions, and causing a retreating into the old dominance era construct behaviors. There are many, many layers of events swirling at this stage of the change of eras, giving the energetics a level of instability which can create reactions of anger, confusion, possibly conflict, and restrictive feelings to the events that are surfacing and swirling. The reactions can be of a negative nature or they can be of a positive nature. The times you are in is tricky. It is illusionary. It is deceiving, and it is revealing more and more items, activities, and manipulations that have been allowed to stay in the shadow while being used on humanity, on you. This makes you feel out of sorts with how you want to move forward. Do you react with anger, or do you view the activities being revealed and allow yourself to absorb the knowledge and calculate the meanings? Because you are at the brink of an advancing stage of the changing of eras, from the exiting, outgoing era of dominance to the entering stage of the era of harmony. It is tumultuous because you need to see the effects dominance gave humanity from a learning perspective, so that you have learned the tactics of dominance in order to continue the growth of self, humanity, the earth realm, galactic and universal expansion into the subconscious known, yet the conscious unknown. We are doing that. Everything that's happening, this is me talking, everything that's happening right now is leading us to that realization. Every movement we make, the movement our earth makes, the things we do every day, the things everybody else does every day, the reveals that come in, is to know that our expansion is going in that direction, because we subconsciously know it, yet the conscious does not. I'm going to continue. Your individual subconscious knows what is happening in the transition of eras. And in knowing this, you are making, in some cases, forcing your consciousness into the knowing. Within the psyche of humanity, this creates intense emotions that can sow chaos and discord, leading to dangerous potentials in all established sectors. This can result in a power elite, power play, or it can result in humanity accepting the breakthrough potential that is intended as a result. If humanity resists accepting you will experience sudden, explosive events that at times forces you to see what is going on. Much of the force is to jar those who have ignorance to the awakening cycle that the earth realm is transiting through. Yet it affects all, especially if you stray away, forget the process you are going through, which is getting closer and closer to the funnel tightening stage, and to maintain a broad perspective so you are not caught up in the emotional swirling, thus avoiding the destabilization that all of humanity will feel because change is near. The onslaught of energetics the earth realm is going through is challenging and complex. You must keep your head, your balance, while all things around you wobble. Pressure is building and will continue to build, making everything at odds with everything else. All sectors are continuing to crumble. This energy is making it extremely difficult to see resolution pathways. Inevitably, that was hard to say, inevitably, it will result in the transmutation of boundaries that the era of dominance have created. Although solutions are unclear, your thinking logic will prevail, which motivates the populace to focus on solving, not staying in the emotional fabricated swirl. These energetics will extend out into your future time for a longer period, and much more revelations are yet to come. That's the end of the transmission. So we're being told that all of this chaos, all the reveals, all the new stuff that has been hidden from us forever is going to start surfacing, and we will have to see it, handle it, and move on, but don't get into the emotional swirl of it all. Yeah, that's what they want. They want us to stay in a upset. What was interesting in the beginning, they said that we can, because of all the things that are going on, the emotions are going to be really intense right now. You know, the stacking, the cascading, the building, and the crumbling. It's going to keep being intense, and it's going to get more intense. And the intention by the power elite, whoever, the intention by the bad guys is that we retreat back into the old dominance era construct behaviors. And we cannot let that happen. It hasn't really, I mean, you know, we've all survived through it, but that is what they want. They want to push us and push us and push us so that we retreat into those old dominance tactics and the construct behaviors. And so we're being warned about that. We're also being warned, I guess, with all this happening, it can create reactions of anger, confusion, possibly conflict, and restrictive feelings. And so let's be aware of that energy coming into us right now. We have to be prepared. They're warning us about that. I think that just feels like a warning to me. The times are tricky. They say times you are in is tricky. It is illusionary. It is deceiving, and it is revealing. That's the point right there. It's revealing. Just know that's what we have to know. I keep saying that. That's what we have to know. It's tumultuous because we need to see the effects of the dominance era from a learning perspective. They've told us things about this, the learning perspective for humanity, many different times in different situations. We're in another situation, and we have to learn dominance. We have to understand dominance so that we never have to go through it. Well, we won't go through it again as a humanity group, because it's a humanity learning that we have to see and fully know what dominance does, what it does. And we have to keep that perspective. I think one of the most, I guess, I want to say profound things they said is, excuse me, they said, so that you have learned the tactics of dominance in order to continue the growth of self, humanity, the earth realm, galactic and universal expansion into the subconscious known, yet the conscious unknown. So every movement that, like I started out saying, every movement that we're making right now is guiding us towards the understanding that we have a subconscious knowing, and we need to, so we have a subconscious knowing, yet the conscious is it's unknown to our conscious being. So all of this is happening so that we start relating to knowing that we do know it subconsciously, but our conscious minds don't know it. And that is what all of this stuff is moving us towards our transition from the known subconscious and bringing it into the conscious knowing. That is pretty big. That is pretty deep for me, I think. And many transmissions talk about that. They talk about, they say, who you are. They say, kind of relax and let things flow, because we know it subconsciously, and we have to know it for our learning, humanity learning, and our individual learning. We have to know, and we have to let it come to our conscious knowing. That's what a lot of what this is all about. And so that we can make all the corrections that are necessary. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. Oof. And we just need to be able to make it through these times, because it's going to get more and more intense. It really feels like it's going to get more intense. Plus, if we don't accept it and let it flow, if we resist it, then it just takes longer, and it's harder. It's a harsher learning. So we have to, if you can encourage everybody to do that, to be more accepting, let it flow. Don't resist. And it'll be a lot easier. We'll see. It's going to happen one way or the other, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But at least we know. At least we know what, kind of what's coming. We know what we need to do to make it easier for ourselves. And that is what's most important. Make it easier on yourself. Listen to these messages. They're very intricate messages. They're not simple messages. All right, so that's it. That's all that's coming to my head. Thank you so much for being here. And please stay tuned, because there's a lot more to come.